I probably should say spoilers. Whatever. If you didn't know, you didn't know. I'm gonna put this earlier in this clip, so if this jumps out of place, this is why, because it's a spoiler. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks once again for tuning in and hanging out with your nerdy friend. This is a two-part video, just so you know. That's why I'm rocking the same shirt from the other video. Don't hate me. Anyway, thanks again for tuning out with your nerdy friend. It is Bree, aka Nerdy. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. What's up, heroes? Yeah, alright, you see it. You see the Mandalorian poster. I know you probably been watching season 1, season 2 with your popcorn. Delicious, alright? We've been enjoying it. Disney's just like, hey, I'm gonna give it to you guys great. That sounds so weird to say. I'm just gonna...
Wow.
Disney's just been killing it. And then with the latest investor call and all the shows announced and all these new projects coming out, not just from Star Wars franchise, but from Marvel franchise, it's an exciting time. So I've been drawing this actually Mandalorian poster on my own, just for my own fun, because I'm trying to get back into learning how to do this style. But as I was drawing it, I realized that I want to actually start trying to do this for most of the Disney Plus series shows that are coming out. And I think it was just something fun to do with my community. I'm actually thinking about on Thursdays going live and drawing an element from the last week's or the last episode's show live with you guys while we talk about theories about what we think the next episode is going to be and where it's going to go from that point forward. I think that's just very exciting and refreshing content, and I don't think anyone's doing anything like that. But also I think it'd be cool to have custom posters for our community that you guys could have, and you do whatever you want to do with it. So I just want to evolve it like that. I think it's a fun nerdy thing to do, and I don't know many nerdy artists that are doing that, so I want to be the first. Also going to do some things where I call them director cuts. They're director cut storyboards. Essentially where it is just like I take an element from one of these really nice posters, and then I essentially kind of do something like this. I'll show you the graphics somewhere. And I draw our version of what I wanted to see in that scene or see in that season. And then, we have those for sale probably at like a con or something. I think that's just a fun, cool thing to do for nerds, and I've never seen anything like it. So I want to be one of the first to do it. I want to do that.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Second season, they're kind of this more like additional cast. They're not really needed to push the story forward. So when I was drawing this, I was like, what elements push the story forward? And obviously this isn't a Drew Struzan style, so I only put the main characters that I felt actually did something. So in this case, I obviously put Boba Fett in there. I put Mendo in there and Grogu, because obviously they're the main characters of the whole story. I put Moff Gideon up there, and I put Ahsoka kind of hidden in the background, and then I also put Bo-Katan in there. And I felt it was important to put them there, and also I kind of put it, I call it like a hill or valley kind of design, where it starts low and it makes you look high, or vice versa, it starts high and makes you look low. Because it to me, I was like, oh, all the characters, the show's called The Mandalorian, and for me, all the characters kind of have these helmets this season, right? It's the thing. Who is the Mandalorian? What is the Mandalorian creed? So for me, it was important to kind of capture that, and I think this picture did it. You have Boba Fett, who's a known hero from the last couple of movies, and then he's kind of redeeming himself there. You have the stormtroopers who wear the helmets. They're kind of redeeming, they're just being the stormtroopers like normal. They're not redeeming themselves. But then you have Bo-Katan, and she's also a Mandalorian, but she removes her helmet, And I probably should say spoilers. Whatever. If you didn't know, you didn't know. I'm going to put this earlier in this clip, so if this jumps out of place, this is why, because it's a spoiler. So now you have Bo-Katan in there, and Bo-Katan, and she has a credos, or she has a thought process where Mandalorians can take off their helmet versus the main character, which is Din. He believes that Mandalorians only wear the helmet. So that's why I put all those kind of helmeted characters in this poster for the Mandalorian. That was my thought process behind it. And then obviously you have the big bad Moff Gideon sitting on top of them. He doesn't wear a helmet, but he's the threat, And you have this light behind him to kind of emphasize that he's something of importance. We should probably keep an eye on him. And then counter to him is this planet. And this planet is because this is the mission that Din was sent on to, it's more in the spoiler area, but essentially to find a Jedi for Grogu. And that's why you have the shadowy, not so in clear picture version of Ahsoka there. And Ahsoka sends her, obviously sends them to this planet. And now we're at that point in the show right now, like, we don't know what's going to happen next. So that's how I drew it right now. And I want to update them as the show progresses, essentially, like with this final episode, see what happens here, and then probably add a hint of that somewhere into this picture, and then this picture will be done. And I'm thinking in the thought process of, like, how do I make sure that if somebody who didn't see this project or didn't see the season is about to watch the season, they kind of see some stuff and they're like, oh, that looks great, I want to see that. But then as they see it and then they go back and they look at the poster again, they're like, oh, yeah, I remember that moment, So that was my thought process. Anyway, that's really long-winded, but that's what I want to start doing right now. I want to start doing posters for the Disney Plus series. I think I'm going to start doing that from here on out. I will announce whenever I'm going to start doing it, like, frequently, and then obviously on Thursdays or the days before the show's about to drop, probably just I'm going to stick it to Thursday, just because obviously I am a dad, I'm a freelancer, so I don't got a lot of time. But on Thursdays I will, go live and draw some of the elements into the poster with you guys, so we can have that kind of conversation and have those kind of cool nerd out moments where we just fan theory and fan cast, or just geek out about whatever we've seen or something that we really loved about. So that's what I want to do. That's how I want to move the community forward and just do my part to add to it. So with that said, guys, thanks once again for tuning in and hanging out with your nerdy friend. It's Bree, aka Nerdy. It is the holiday season once again, so please be safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, do all the safe things you got to do, and keep your family safe, keep them close, enjoy your time, right? Enjoy your time right now. That's all you can hope for, right? So let's keep some hope in there. With that said, guys, stay true to yourself, love what you're doing, above all, stay nerdy. I will see you guys next week. Have fun and draw some stuff.